I have herpes, and I bet you do too. Turns out almost everyone does. Hey guys, Julia here for DNews. Yeah, it's true, I'm just one of millions and millions of people who have herpes type 1, and I've had cold sores on my lips plenty of times in my life. They're painful, gross, and unfortunately incurable. It's caused by a virus and spread by contact, and it's a very common virus. Nearly 2/3 of everyone on this planet has had one of two strains that usually causes painful and irritating sores on their lips and genitals. And some estimates say as many as 90% of adults have some strain of herpes. While there are 8 different strains of the virus, most people are familiar and infected with type 1 and type 2. There are other types of herpes as well, types that cause chickenpox, mono, or other less well-known diseases. Human herpes simplex virus is ancient. According to a study published in the journal Molecular Biology and Evolution, the HSV1 strain is over 6 million years old. The other strain is significantly younger. HSV2 was contracted in humans from chimpanzees over 1.6 million years ago, which means the virus has been a part of our lives before we were even human. And it's a strong sucker. A study published in the Journal of the American Chemical Society found that the DNA in a virus like this is so tightly packed and under pressure. This high pressure allows it to be powerfully injected into a host cell. It then turns the cell into a virus-making factory, turning out more copies of itself. Since the virus never goes away, herpes is in constant battle with your immune system. Most of the time, your immune system is winning and the virus is latent and dormant in your nerve cells. Well, maybe not entirely dormant, according to research from the Australian National University. Researchers found that the virus is actually pretty active most of the time, but our immune cells are constantly pushing it down. And since HSV is an old virus, it's evolved some tricks of its own. HSV1 actually rearranges our telomeres, according to a study published in the journal Cell Reports. Telomeres are the caps on our DNA, often compared to the plastic tips on your shoelaces. They serve pretty much the same function. They keep the strands of DNA from fraying. The virus attacks telomeres in a few ways, but basically it degrades a telomere protein called TPP1. When this protein is inhibited, the virus is better able to replicate itself. And this is the good news, bad news part of the story. In bad news, you can still spread the virus even if you're not showing symptoms. One study published in JAMA found that 20% of people with symptoms were shedding the virus, and even 10% of those without symptoms shed the virus as well. But there might be a good side to herpes. One study published in the journal Nature found it offered protection from serious diseases, at least in mice. Basically, the virus makes your immune system make more of a protein hormone called interferon gamma. This sets your system on high alert, so your immune system is ready to attack other invaders. In this case, it protects against bacterial infections like the plague and food poisoning. But just in case you're ready to give up on the benefits and the sores, there might be some hope. There's a lot of research on the herpes virus and a lot of potential for cures or treatments. The more common types of drugs like acyclovir tend to focus on the stage when the virus is multiplying in the skin rather than in nerve cells. And that's a tricky place since the virus can often build resistance to treatment at that stage, but scientists are working on that. Like in one study published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, researchers found that the herpes virus goes through a kind of bottleneck in the body as it moves from its dormant state in nerve cells into skin cells. Only a few cells make the harrowing journey, and once they're in the skin cells, usually on the lip, that's where they multiply. So scientists are looking to target this transitional period since the virus might be more susceptible to drug treatments. So scientists keep working on drugs that work at earlier stages, like one drug tested in a study published in the journal Science Translational Medicine. They used an epigenetic approach. The drug they studied exists already, and they found it blocked a protein called LSD1, which works in early stages of the virus and can turn genes on and off. By blocking the protein, the drug kept the virus latent. So yeah, that's herpes. You probably have it. You can still spread it when you're not showing symptoms. There's no cure, but there are some decent treatment options. While viral STIs can't be cured, they can be prevented with proper sex education, practicing safe sex, and some can be prevented by vaccines like HPV. Want to know more about the HPV vaccine? Check out this video right here. The researchers say that even though currently a smaller percentage of women are vaccinated than what's ideal, it might be cheaper to increase the percentage of boys vaccinated than work on increasing coverage in the ladies. Alright guys, curious about other STIs? Ask your questions down below and we might just answer in a future video. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss a single DNews episode.